Welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host, Khalil, here for another toy of the day. Oh, God, we're over 300. We've got like 60-something days left. It's kind of insane. And I'm like trying to figure out like what to do. Oh, before I forget, go to CastorsCorner.com for a full gallery of this figure as well as our past archives. You can check out us on social media. We are at Castor's Corner on all social media. Check out the Cornercast podcast. New episodes, I guess we'd call it season 2, coming in November. And yeah, you can get our merch. Info's below, but you can get stickers, you can get magnets, you can get t-shirts, everything. So what do we got for you today? Well, we have this. So we picked up the new Captain America from the Marvel Legends Infinity Saga wave line offering, fall offering, the typical Hasbro Marvel late summer, early fall line. I don't even know brand. It's not a brand. It's a line, right? Like it's not a wave, right? Because it's so expansive. But he was a Walmart exclusive. He shipped a little bit late, and I am utterly thrilled to have him, to be honest with you. Sort of. And it's kind of funny. Because you see, I just bought this for 25 bucks, 24 bucks, I think, maybe. I don't know. Somewhere plus tax, right? $24.95 or something like that. Okay, so this is what I got for $24.95. 2 shields, 2 heads, extra hands. We'll show those in a minute. So this is what we got from Infinity War. I had originally bought this for $19.99. Again, Infinity War cap. Okay. And I also bought this, the Worthy cap, for, again, I think he was $19.99 as well. So what's nice about this is what's nice and not nice. So what do we got that's not nice? Well, so I just want to see something. Okay, so from what I can tell, I'm holding 3 versions of cap. Okay, and each one is slightly different than the others. I'm just kind of seeing where the similarities are and where they kind of drop off. 90% of this guy are these 2 guys. Okay, so from the waist down, or the abs down, really, same figure, I believe. I don't see any real differences here, except for the paint. The piping's there on them. The knees are the same. We'll go with these 2. So these 2 right here, from the waist down, they're pretty much the same. Belt's the same. The waist, the ab joint is also looks to be the same. The gear on here, if it is a separate piece and not actually molded in, if it's something that clips in, they are similar enough that you can see the similarities in them, that they match. Different heads, of course, right? So, okay. So in the last like 2 years, 4, geez, I don't know what year it is. I don't think any of us do. Whenever Infinity War came out, we got this. We saw the trailer, and we wanted to know why Chris Evans looks like he's out of the losers here, with the spiked up hair and the really blonde hair, and it's a shame, right? Because maybe this is what Evans looked like when they started designing the model, or this is the model sheet that the Hasbro team got. Because it's not that off, right? You can tell that this is Chris Evans. The eyes are there, the nose is a little bit big, the jaw's a little bit different, but the middle of the face, I mean, this looks like Chris Evans to me. And the hair just looks like spiky hair, look like he's teen Chris Evans from not another teen movie or something. And he's got the one rolled up sleeve and the glove on this one. So it wasn't costume accurate, but then getting this version here, we have a different color palette, right? This one's much brighter in color. This one's a lot more muted. You can see the whites, they're not as dirty on this one. And but the costume, the figure itself, as far as I can tell, is exactly the same. So you are paying $24 for a new head and 2 shields and a new forearm. I don't know how I feel about that. I know that we talk about part reuse. I know that we talk about all the different ways that, companies kind of get around it. And my biggest complaint lately has been the massive push for promotion. I understand these companies need to make money. I understand that they want product out when the movies hit. The problem is they're keeping these movies secret. And then you get this, where 2 or 3 years later, you get a figure that actually matches what you see on the screen after you've spent the money on this. Again, I don't know how I feel about it. I like that we get a better figure, right? I can't even say that because the figure itself is exactly the same. We get a better representation, I guess is the right wording for it. I didn't mind the muted color. I didn't even mind the cuffs that were different, to be honest with you. This cuff without a hand, without a glove on the hand. I didn't even mind that, to be honest with you. It was mainly the head. But, as you can see, you can take the other head, which is I'm going to grab the gauntlet face from the trailer, and it fits on this body. No problem. So, these are the times where I wish that Hasbro, and they've done this in the past in some capacity here and there. I wish that this head, just the head, and maybe the shields were packed in with another figure. Because overall, I'd like the darker color palette on this figure, to be honest with you. And if the forearm had the gloves on it, and I'll take them off in a second, it's great. But the idea of paying $24 for 2 shields, a new forearm, and a head, 2 heads, it's harder to swallow. Thankfully, Walmart has screwed up, and a few Walmarts in the state have marked them down somewhere between $12 and $7. Literally just got them in. They've immediately gone to clearance. And I'm not talking 1 or 2. We're talking 24 to 36 of these guys on shelf marked at clearance prices. Now that's a Walmart screw up. Look, they got it late, fine. It was outside of their window, but they decided to clearance it immediately. So I'm actually going to try this weekend to see if I can find one on clearance, and then return them for the full amount and save some money, because for $12 or $7, perfectly happy. 24 is a harder pill to swallow, to be honest with you. So what do we get here? So in the box, I think I have, yep. Our friend Jesse got one too, so I got Jesse's here. So in the box, you get the alternate head, 2 extra hands, and 2 shields. The original one came with a shield that kind of extended out. It was the idea that was accurate, but the actual shields that he wears are a little bit smaller and a little more streamlined. The colors are a little bit darker, the color palette with some silver accents on it. Really matches the look from Wakanda. I really like it. I really like this figure for that fact. The aesthetics of it are really good. The head sculpt on it, I don't think it's as good as we've seen with other ones. In my opinion, I think the likeness is a little bit soft. It's a little cartoony. It almost looks like something that would have been in the What If wave, the Watcher wave. Compared to the Robert Downey Jr. head we've gotten, compared to some of the other ones, I'm trying to think, the Shang-Chi wave, the Happy Hogan. This Chris Evans head, the angry one, I think comes off a little bit better. The static one is a little animated looked. A little bit of an animated look to it. So I'll have close-ups of both of those sculpts there up on the website. So the shields do grip around the forearm and have pegs to go in. I will warn you that the cuffs when you're swapping hands, the cuffs actually do come off. There is a slot for them, so just make sure you line that in, and it goes right on. He does come with 2 fists, so depending on how you want to pose him and have him fighting your various children of Thanos, he can. And that's the other thing too. I noticed the color on the gloves does not match the color on the wrist gauntlets here, and I don't remember from the film. I have to go back and take a quick look. I don't remember if the gloves are separate from those wrist gauntlets. If they are, no biggie. But they definitely don't match the other. They are much lighter brown compared to the gear up here as well as down here. No need for a peg in the back because he does not have a shield, so no reason to have it kind of be able to put it on the back. These shields themselves, you can see, are much smaller than the original Wakandan shield that we got. But the detailing on them and the coloring on them is so much better, and I can't even begin to tell you like how much that makes a difference. I wish that they were extended out a little bit more because I think they actually did extend out a little bit more in the film, but they don't. But again, that's a very minor piece to it. The biggest issue for me is paying for it. To be honest with you, I think it's good. I think it's a good figure. I thought that this wasn't a bad figure minus the head sculpt. This definitely makes this obsolete. Like, I don't really need that anymore. But I don't know. I'm all in on Legends. And so I definitely feel the crunch when we have to kind of redo figures. And it makes it really hard to support them. And I know the team always says, collect within your means. We by no means, Dwight has said to me, I can't believe that you buy everything that we make. With the exception of a couple of things, like some of the roleplay items. Like, I didn't get the Winter Soldier cap shield. I'm not getting the Spider-Man helmet. So some of that stuff I'm not getting, but like, I'm getting the Eye of Agamotto. The Infinity Gauntlet is... The Nano Gauntlet is right here. So like, it's... Yeah, like I'm buying a lot of things. And so, I really do feel it when we get stuff like this, where I go, okay, like Lady Loki that's coming out on the retro card. I have the A4 set. I don't need another Lady Loki. So, but I feel like she's a little bit different. Did they add anything? I might go for it. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. The collector in me goes, well, you don't have it. It's different. But once you take it off the card, is it really any different? So I don't know. I also anticipate seeing a lot of these boxes with the previous figure in them. I could see a lot of people doing that swap. It's not a good thing to do. I don't recommend it, but make sure you're getting the correct Chris Evans when you do buy this. Available from Walmart only. It's exclusive to Walmart. Hitting shelves now. They shipped out a bunch last week, so some of you may have gotten them in the mail with your Unmasked Peter. So go to Kastor's Corner for a full gallery of this guy, as well as looks at this and other things like those back there. Follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner. Check out the Cornercast podcast. Catch up on episodes now before our new season starts in November. And subscribe to the channel. The more we get to subscribe, the more cool things we get to do. And then we get to share them with you. And really, that's been the most fun part of this journey. So thank you guys for watching. As we say every night, Jaxie, we miss you, and we wish you were here, and we love you. And we will see you tomorrow night for another Toy of the Day here on CastorsCorner.com. Have a good night, everybody.